Hey, this is the Kingdom of Heaven in action, and this is the Real Kingdom of Heaven in Action YouTube series. Uh, Basically, this is uh, we're showing the actions of a Christian, of how he lives, how he tries to live. Okay. Some good news. I had a chance to meet Jesus. So I am now an apostle. What is an apostle? An apostle is he that has learned and followed the teachings of Christ, and one that which is a disciple, and they upgrade to an apostle when they had the chance to see Jesus. Now, many probably have seen Jesus and don't know it, but simply because they have not followed the teachings of Christ, they're not first a disciple and then becomes an apostle. Okay, also had a chance to see the demon Shaitan, which will be administering the mark of the beast when he comes into Jerusalem. That's in Daniel, the 11th chapter. Also, Revelation chapter 17 is the beast that we're referring to. Read those two chapters, you find out what I'm talking about. If you are a disciple, make sure you cover Matthew 24, Matthew 25, Luke 6, Luke 14, Luke 17, John chapter 13, and John chapter 21 verses 15 through 25. Okay. Okay, so basically what we're doing now is, in one of those chapters, Jesus has said that you should watch. Okay. Because I have been watching the news. This is a part of what a Christian must do. Understand what I'm saying. Those chapters I gave you are chapters that are very important. These are actions that must be accomplished. Understand what I'm saying? They must be accomplished. Understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm watching the news now. Bill Cosby seen as though something's going on with him. I'm not sure what's going on with the war in ISIS. No clue of when the beast is going to go into Jerusalem until the two prophets, which is in Revelation chapter 11. Okay, Revelation chapter 11 is when the two prophets are supposed to be basically prophesizing and getting the clouds to not rain, turning water into blood. Also, if anybody mess with them, fire will come from their mouth and they will die that way. Shortly after these guys start doing this, the beast will come into where he needs to be, and basically he will destroy the Prince of the Covenant. I'm not sure who that is yet, but we will see. After that, he will make war with the King of the South. King of the South, I believe, is Spain. We don't know yet, but we will be watching. After he makes war with Spain, the people of Spain will, or whoever the King of the South is supposed to destroy that king. They're just supposed to, destroy him. See what I'm saying? Then the beast is supposed to have riches. They go back to his land. After he goes back to his land, he's supposed to come back to try to defeat Spain again, but he will not do so because the ships of Chetem will come against him. Let me see. Basically, after that, that's when the beast will make war with the church. Shortly afterwards, the moon will be turned to blood, stars fall from the sky, and that's when Jesus will come and judge the saints. He will not judge the world. He'll judge the saints. Now, the saints will have judgment over the world. Understand what I'm saying? We'll talk about that a little. Is I'm watching the news. And have to watch because the two prophets may be, on breaking news. They may don't know how it's going to happen, so you have to stay watching. Read Daniel chapter 11. We're at the point between verses 20 and 22. Understand what I'm saying? Alright, so other than that, always remember you're not righteous by anything that you do. You Christians, including myself, by the works that we do. Romans chapter 2 just explains that your righteousness will receive the wrath of God. If you feel as though your righteousness has made you a righteous and a good person, just because you're a law-abiding citizen does not make you a good person. Just because you abide by the law of God, other than believing on the Son of God, doesn't make you a righteous person. The only thing to make you righteous is believing on the Son of God, because the name of the Son of God means that God will help you. If you believe God will help, God will provide, you a righteous person. You're only righteous because Yehoshua is righteous. Let me say this again. Yehoshua is righteous. Yehoshua means that God will provide. If you believe and have faith that God has mentioned this on the cross, which is the message of the cross, okay? If you believe that, it is not foolishness. If you believe it's not foolishness, you're not perishing. You're living. You believe God will provide, and God will have His grace upon you. Understand what I'm saying? So because you believe this, you are a righteous man. Okay? Do not be discouraged by the sins that you do. It's only the enemy trying to come against you because you are a righteous person. Revelation chapter 12, the last verse said he went to make war with the woman that gave birth to the seed. The woman that gave birth to the child, and the raiment of her seed, and them that keep the testimony of Jesus Christ and the commandments of God. Now, because you keep the commandments of God doesn't make you righteous, but because you believe on the Son of God, that's what makes you righteous. So, if you sin, don't condemn yourself, but just try not to sin. Understand what I'm saying? Try not to sin, because it gives you more. It leaves room for the enemy, and then he'll begin to get you to start condemning yourself because of your sins, and that's what you don't want, because you're not condemned because of the Son of God. Now, you still have to cover Revelation 24. Revelation, the whole book of Revelation. Matthew 24, Matthew 25, Luke 6, Luke 14, Luke 7, John 13, John 21, verses 15 through 25. These things must be accomplished. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the raiment of her seed, and which kept the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. You are at peace with God, according to John 15, verse 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth you, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Basically, guys, you're all set. We're all set. You know what I'm saying? Play some joyous music, some acoustic guitar, some electric, you know what I'm saying? So, well, I got a acoustic guitar. I'm trying to start a rock band called the
it's gonna happen.
Kingdom of Heaven.
How old are you now?
26.
Take your time, but right now it's an 18-year-old, it's 10, 18-year-old who's lost. So if you get what you need to do mastered, they're gonna follow you. That's why I ain't in the rush. I make music too.
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Tajad,
Well, I might, man.
you're a Christian?
Huh?
You're a Christian?
I mean, I just know I'm son of God. I'm positive, righteous. I believe in the positive energy, good karma. You feel me?
Okay.
You need the opportunity to start with a community, positivity, possibility, my brother.
Okay.
That's why I gotta show you love, because I get it back on credit. All my son or daughter are getting on credit.
Okay.
Alright, man.
I hear you. Like I said, you're not righteous by any of your works, but only because of the Son of God. Okay? The Son of God has already paid it all. You're already righteous because of the Son of God. Okay? Now, we'll continue meeting and greeting more Christians, more other people, and we're basically going to show you more works. Here's evidence that I'm accomplishing Revelation. I'm in Revelation. I'm sorry, I love Revelation. But Matthew 24. Not more than Jesus, but it means God will help. Matthew 24. 25. I'm sorry. These are my talents. I got songs. I write songs. I have a band. A man that don't work don't eat. So I'm getting a trade at aviation maintenance. So we're gonna see me probably get on the bus if it's God's will. You know what I'm saying? I always say if it's God's will. You see what I'm saying? You don't know where you're gonna prosper at. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna prosper in Florence, didn't prosper.